Let's talk about compositions of functions numerically. In a previous video, I had shown you how to find the composition of functions using two graphs. So what I've done is I've taken those same graphs and I've taken all the points on the graphs and created these two table of values. So whenever we talk about numerically, we're talking about a table of values or a set of points. So the concept is going to be the same here. Whenever you deal with a composition of functions like f of g of x, in order to determine what the value is, you always start in the interior. You first figure out what the interior value is, and you use that as your input into your exterior function. And by using that, you're able to figure out what the value of the function is. So that's what we're going to do here. So the first question is asking me, what is f of g of 1? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in the interior for g of 1. I'm going to go to my table of values for g. When x is equal to 1, the output is -1. So that looks like my answer is going to be f of, and instead of g of 1, I know g of 1 is equivalent to -1. So what that allows me to do is now I know the input for my f function is -1. So I can go to my table of values, find where x is equal to -1, and find what that's equivalent to, which is equal to 3. For my second question, the concept is the same. However, now my interior function is f. So I need to just be a little bit careful about where I'm looking here. So it looks like the first thing they're asking me to find is what is f of 6. So I'm going to go to my f table of values, find when x is equal to 6, and I'll find that the output value is 2. So what I'm being asked to do is to find what is g, and f of 6 is equivalent to 2. So now that becomes my new input. So what I'll do is go to my g table, find when x is equal to 2, and I see that my output is 0. And that would be my answer. The last question is a little bit different because I'm asked to plug or to substitute a value for g back into itself. So let's take a look at how that works. So in the third question, I'm being asked to determine what is g of 4. So treat it like you would any other problem. You're going to look at what g of 4 is equivalent to, which is 2, and replace that value. So I want to know what g of 2 is, since g of 4 is equal to 2. Now, the only difference here is that I won't look back at another table. I'll look at the same table. When g is equal to 2, what's the output? The output is 0, just like in the last question. So that is equal to 0. And that's how you find composition of functions numerically.